Hello friends, I wanted to give everybody an update as to my pedal board. I've redone some of the routing and just wanted to, just in case anyone was interested, do a quick walkthrough. I had to take everything off and kind of rework out the power situation because I have not the greatest of power supplies and not a whole ton of money right now. So I took all of my pedals and you can see that. Worked out the current draw for each pedal so that we could figure out a good power supply. But the way the board is set up, there is the drive section input for the front of the amp. We've got the MXR Super Comp, the LP-B1, just a boost pedal. Hopefully I'll replace that when I get some money. The Mastotron fuzz, which is awesome, and then down to the Ibanez, the tube screamer, and all of those are in a loop that come over here to this little routing box that I made, which I've done a video about before, but I haven't shown it to y'all plugged in. And then we have the second loop, which is starting here with my Boss TR2 that I've modded. I think I went over that before. The Malekko Chorus into the volume pedal. And from the volume pedal we use the tuner out to the Planet Waves tuner, which is frankly kind of mediocre. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's what I've got right now. And then here I've got a separate effects loop out to run to an auxiliary pedal board, which I've got up here. I did a video about this board earlier. The guitar signal comes in and it runs into this cheap Bheringer delay into the Kaos Pad. I also have an auxiliary option to use this Nebulophone from Bleep Labs, which is really great. Just mix the signal down here to send it back to the true bypass loop, and I need a loop here because the Kaos Pad just sucks guitar tone like nothing else. From the bypass loop we go into the Malekko Lof Fi ekko, which is a really great delay pedal, and it goes from here into the Strymon Timeline, delay number 2. Best delay I've ever used. It's really amazing. I'd recommend it highly. And from there we go into the Hall of Fame, and from the Hall of Fame reverb into the routing box, and so that takes care of the effects loop here. There's a little toggle switch so that if I've got an amp with an effects loop, I can run the effects loop here into the amp effects loop, and this straight into the front of the amp. If the amp I'm using does not have an effects loop, because my practice amp doesn't, I can just flip the switch and it just puts all the pedals in line and runs them straight into the front of the amp. The other thing I wanted to show was the power situation. It's a little bit ghetto because it's just what I have. I've got a Dunlop DC brick, and I'm in the process of wiring it all up. And that guy only gives 55 milliamps per channel, and there's 7 channels, and I have a little bit more than 7 pedals here. So, and the Hall of Fame draws 81 milliamps, and the Strymon is 300. So what I'm going to do is use one spot over here in conjunction with the Dunlop DC brick. So there's just 2 separate power sections, and hopefully that'll keep everything going. It hasn't been too loud with the buzzing and all that, but hopefully I'll be able to upgrade at some point to a better power supply. But anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.